Hey everyone, I am your astrologer, Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your daily forecast for the day of Thursday, May 3rd, 2018. Now before I get started, I just have two announcements. First of all, May 2018. If you want to know what this month is all about, please check the link down below in my description box to get access to my webinar. There could be a lot of things coming in, especially this next week with relationships. Lots of hard conversations coming in, big negotiations, especially in regards to money, intimacy, what it is that you really want, trying to figure out how to create these things in relationships, and to give space for yourself to do all of that stuff. So if you want to figure out how to work better with your relationships during this month, please, again, watch my webinar where I explain all of that at the link down below in my description box. Also, I am open for readings. If you would like to schedule a reading with me, I do 1 hour and 2 hour live video, so you get to talk to me in real time. I'll pull your charts up on the screen. We'll go through them one by one. Yeah, and you can just ask me whatever you want. Okay, so again, if that's something you're interested in, you know where to find all of that good stuff down below. Okay, now for your horoscope for today, what we've got, the moon hanging out in Sagittarius. All right, when the moon's in Sagittarius, it brings our attention to adventuring, exploring, trying new things we have not done before. Also, perhaps learning something new. Did I say traveling, going to a place you haven't been before? Sometimes Sagittarius usually rules long distance travel as well, just to kind of let you know that. And Sagittarius also does rule your belief systems, what you believe, making sense of things, how you make meaning, put meaning together in your life also. So I think that's what's going on the beginning of today, just trying to make sense of our life, figure out what we can do to find more of the excitement, to find more of the optimism, with Sagittarius being a Jupiter ruled sign and Jupiter being the planet of expansion, of optimism. Okay, so I think that's a lot of what's going on at the beginning of the day. I actually think that's going to stick with us for quite some time, because the moon is not making any aspects today until 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Okay, really giving us all morning here to just, or night, wherever it is that you live, giving you a whole chunk of time to just kind of chill, to explore, to think about things perhaps in different ways, get different perspectives, make sense of your life. Okay, I think that, just in my personal opinion, when the moon doesn't make any aspects, we may be doing a lot, but they may not go anywhere. They may not yield fruit until later. Okay, so just keep that in mind. If it feels like it's hard for you to get things done at the beginning of this day, sometimes it's because when you got a void moon, you try to do things and they either don't go anywhere, or they don't go anywhere until later on when the moon starts to pick up and make aspects again. Okay, but I just wanted to let you know in case something like that does come up this morning. Okay, so that's what's going on today. Then at 6 p.m., once the moon starts to do stuff again, it makes a trine over here to Uranus and Aries coming in. And what that could bring at 6 p.m. Mountain Time are some unexpected things that do come up. Again, I always say either you could do something unexpected or someone else could do something unexpected coming in. Okay, with the moon in Sagittarius, it could be you wanting to do something new, break free from an old thing to do something else. It could be you just figuring out how to make sense in your life, in a better or different way, considering Uranus also rules the flashes of insight, the lightning strike, the light bulb as well. So there could definitely be some of those things that come up very suddenly at 6 p.m. as well. Something unexpected or sudden, hopefully that helps you to make sense of your life, find more of the excitement in life, do something new, and break free from something as well that has been holding you back. Okay, so that's what I see going on at 6 p.m. The hard thing comes in right after this, 2 hours later at 8 p.m. because after the moon comes off of this trine to Uranus, it then moves into Capricorn. Okay, and right as it moves into Capricorn, it then makes a square to Chiron, which just moved into Aries. So I think what goes on at 6 p.m., maybe we get some insight, or maybe we decide to do something unexpected to break free from a situation that's been holding us back so we can find more excitement in life. And then the moon goes into Capricorn and says, okay, that was fun. Maybe whatever unexpected thing came up, that was quite the ride, but now you've got to figure out how to take this unexpected thing and build on it and use it to your advantage and move forward on it and create a life off of it and help it all come together to put your life in the right direction. okay? And so we get kind of this like energizing, like exciting energy, unexpected, and then all of a sudden we get the moon in Capricorn. Capricorn, of course, is Saturn ruled, restriction, taking all of this excitement and narrowing it down to focus, to pick the few things unexpected that came up and figure out how we can move forward on it. Okay, that could be a little bit hard. The square to Chiron as well could also be difficult, because with this Uranus influence and with the moon just being in Sagittarius, it's like we just want to have a free-for-all, you know, like new things, exciting, passion, do whatever, okay? And now we're having with the moon in Capricorn to be serious, to realize we have responsibilities, to realize we can't just do whatever whenever when things come in, and to realize that if something unexpected happens to us, that now we have to move forward with this unexpected thing and bring more order from it. And I think that could be hard because we may not know quite exactly how to take this insight that we've received, or to take this thing that comes up and to move forward with it, with Chiron being in Aries. Maybe we don't know what to do. What do I do now? Or the options that we have that are available to us are maybe not the options perhaps that we originally wanted or liked or felt like were us to begin with coming in. And I think really at the nighttime having to maybe figure out here how to move forward on some things in a better way, how to be comfortable the best you can with this unexpected stuff so that it doesn't get the best of you, and so that you can bring more of the order and more of the structure in, okay? So that's what's going on there. Then after that happens, the next aspect will occur tomorrow, and it's going to occur at 1. Oh, I have PM here. I was like, is this PM or is this AM? Let me figure out. I actually think it's PM. I was like, because it's so weird when the moon doesn't, sorry, I'm going to check it really quick. I've never done this before, but I'm just going to check it really quick. Because I was like, it's kind of weird when the moon doesn't really do much for such a long period of time. 1 p.m. on the 4th. Let me see. Yeah, this is gonna be 1 p.m. Wow, that's crazy. It's like so weird when the moon just like takes breaks and it's like, I'm peacing out. But so the next aspect isn't going to happen till way tomorrow, 1 p.m. the afternoon, mountain time, and that's when the moon's going to come in a conjunction with Saturn. And that again, since the moon doesn't like being in Capricorn, because Capricorn requires a lot of responsibility and a big sense of duty that sometimes is uncomfortable for us. But not only is the moon in Capricorn in a place it doesn't like to be, it's also on Saturn, again bringing up more of the feelings of responsibility and restriction coming in, okay? So that's what's going on today. It looks like for sure the end of the day and into tomorrow could definitely start to bring more of a serious energy in here as we try to get the discipline to do things we know we need to do, even if we don't want to do them or don't want to do them in the way that we need to. Moving on, okay? Yeah, so that's what's going on there. Kind of interesting. It's so interesting when things change in the astrology. I have to get used to doing interpretations differently. With Chiron moving into Aries, I have to remember now to use different keywords to explain it in different ways. It's kind of interesting adjusting, and I'm like, soon I'm going to be doing that with Uranus and Taurus. I'm going to have to adjust my interpretation for that as well to be more representative of what it actually means, and to stop interpreting things by the way I would interpret Uranus and Aries. So, interesting times. Things in the background. Venus, 10 degrees Gemini, and a sextile with the North Node. So lots of conversations going on here with relationships, with the other people in your life, and perhaps also about money. And I think you're trying to figure out how you can maybe work with your relationships in a way that makes you happy, organize your money and your finances as well, also in a positive way that makes you happy, that you can move forward with that sextile. I do just want to bring it up now though, that Venus, as it's making a sextile to the North Node, is eventually going to come into a square here with Neptune. Could bring up also some hard things, not this week maybe, but a few days from now. Maybe some confusion about relationships, confusion about money going on, or how to talk about these things, how to explain really what it is that you're feeling, okay? And I think we could be coming into some of that confusion gradually over the next few days, but I think for right now, we're just trying to get all the information out there and to gather all the information to figure out what is the deal with our relationships, what is going on with our money, so that we can understand better, or at least have more knowledge of what is going on. All right, so we've got that happening. We also do have the Sun in Taurus coming in now to an opposition with Jupiter. So again, trying to build more stability in our life, but maybe with the opposition to Jupiter, still having some deep feelings that need to be dealt with, even though I think we're gradually getting to a better place where we feel more confident, but there could still be some deep feelings that we're dealing with, or some big changes going on as well. Scorpio also can bring up some stuff with money, of course, with Venus involved too. So I think we're trying to find more of that stability in life, but we're still trying to work out maybe some last few details, especially coming off of a full moon, in regards to our relationships and our money and how we can organize those things so we really can begin to be more confident, give ourselves more of the foundation that we need to move on. Okay, the sun also in a sextile with Neptune, even though Venus is going to come into a square with it, saying you focusing here on being more confident, building more of that stability in, is going to help you feel more at peace with yourself, feel more at peace with your life, overcome the past, and move on. Okay, Mercury and Aries as well, slowly starting, not quite yet, next week. This week is fine astrologically, even though maybe the moon is doing some things, Uranus at 29 degrees. Next week, though, is a little intense. I mean, next week we're going to have Mercury and Aries here make a square to Pluto. So slowly and slowly we're coming into some intense conversations here, again about money, again about relationships, maybe needing to change some things about money, change some things when it comes to our relationships so that we can build more of that stability into our life, feel more at peace with our life, and comfortable with what's going on. All right, we also do have Uranus and Mars also coming into a square again next week, but building up there too, having people maybe do some unexpected things, pull some unexpected things on you, act out of frustration to free themselves as well coming in. People maybe having a little bit of a rebellious streak after feeling caged in too, all right? And I think that some of the stuff that we're either laying the foundation for now, or that could start to come in some of these conversations that you're having about relationships and about money. People here are starting to realize things, realizing that they need to do things differently in order to feel more free, to feel more authentically themselves, okay? And really wanting, I think, to rearrange some things in our lives. I think that's what we're trying to do, to rearrange some things in our lives so that we can step into these new chapters that I've been talking about, but to step into them in a way that we really finally feel like is not only stable, but really authentically gets us and can help us achieve our wants, our desires, our goals, and can help us live like the best, most authentic life that it is that we can have. And now that we're slowly starting to get more stability in our life than we have before and get more of an idea of what's going on and where things are going, I think we're going to start to come into a time where people are going to want to act out or to do things to finally get all of the things that they want and need before like the new moon comes in and we're like going full on with all of these changes that have occurred. Okay, and I think right now we're just we're trying to make sure we're setting ourselves up the best that we can so that when we start to hit the go button to move forward in a better way in some of these things, we feel like we're authentically in these plans doing what really resonates with who we are. Okay, so I'll leave that there. Now your card for the day is the 7. It's the 7 of Swords upright. This to me is a card of secrets a lot of times, when there are a lot of things going on in secret behind the scenes. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I do think that by looking at this chart, just knowing that we're gonna have Venus in a square with Neptune, Mercury in a square with Pluto next week, I think there could be some secret things going on, or some secret like desires perhaps inside that you're just now starting to realize. And I think this is saying here, don't hold too much secret. Why keep secrets? Why run away with things in private? You know, maybe it's good for you to start to slowly let people in on what it is that you're feeling. As some things go on, and maybe if you let people know now a little bits and pieces of what's going on, it'll make it a lot easier later on to avoid some big arguments that could happen, or to avoid some big misunderstandings, so that people know now, while Venus is in a better spot, what's going on, and can help you process, they can process, okay, so that they're prepared for whatever unexpected thing you, someone else, or whatever may come up later, all right? So that's what I think is going on there. Just trying to address issues, private issues, either in yourself, you addressing private issues, or needing to address those with other people so they don't get the best of you, or other things, or other situations in your life, okay? So that's what I've got for you today. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share with your friends, and I will talk to you later.